So our wonderful patient here came all the way to see all of you all and let you get educated. So a round of applause for Miss Lisa. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, to stand up here and get poked and prodded. And of course, we lecture them heavily on the front side. Say, do not flinch, don't squirm, don't make a face. Did we do that to you? She said she loves it, yeah. So this is one of our long-standing patients. She's a treasure to our practice. We're so appreciative to have her. This is nice that she gets to be the patient. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff this weekend on her. So what we're doing right now is the Forma. And you can see Andrea. She is just working that anterior lateral neck. Of course, the first thing you're thinking, if you haven't seen Forma, is what about the thyroid? I promise you two things. This isn't ionizing radiation, so we're not going to create cancer, first off. Second off, that thyroid is so far beneath straps, it's way out of the way of any type of problem. So you don't need to be concerned about any of that. But we are eliciting that response that we talked about through transdermal radiofrequency. So you could do circles, you can do up and down, you can do back and forth. But basically, Andrea is applying this energy to this treatment area until she gets her triple beeps. I'm going to stand over here. We'll go over to this screen, my friends, so you can see the interface. Can you guys hear how it's speeding up? And that's the endpoint, that deep, 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 deep. That's the triple beep. That means she's effectively at her endpoint parameter. So when you look at our new Optimus, which this thing is so sexy, by the way, this touch screen and how it's set up compared to the old one. So we have multiple handpiece choices. So far screen left is what we're using, Forma. So like I said, there's like a bunch of different opportunities. So you select which opportunity you're using. Right now it happens to be Forma. The power is simply, hear me clearly, because this is a point of confusion. A power simply is your gas pedal. Let me unpack that. Our goal is our endpoint temperature. That's our finish line. So based on the patient's exam, you as the clinician determine what your finish line is. 38, 40, 42, 43. 43 is the max temperature allowable. So if you have a good, thick-skinned individual, or if you're really trying to drive this deep and melt fat with it, I feel like we've got better opportunities than that, because really time equals depth, so you'd have to spend a lot of time. But it can be done if this is all you have. You just have to spend a lot of time. You're going to want to be 43, and you're going to want to spend a lot of time. So 43 is our temperature endpoint. That's the finish line. 30 tells me how quickly I get to it. That's what I'm referencing when I say gas pedal. So what I mean by that is a power of 40 is not necessarily any better than 20. But it's just going to get you to your endpoint twice as fast. Does that make sense? So the one thing, I told you this is pain-free. Miss Lisa, how you feeling back here? Any pain? I got a thumbs up. Any pain at all? No pain. So it feels good, actually. Most people say like a warm stone massage. So with the Forma, 43 is our temperature cutoff. I told you it's pain-free. The one way you can create a little heat discomfort is putting that power, cranking it up to like 1.5 million.